Have you ever wondered if it's possible to drive with autism? That's a good question, and that's the one that we'll be talking about today. So, to start off, you can drive with autism, but it really depends on the level of autism that you have. If you are at a level 3, which requires the most assistance, then I would say it really depends on what your therapist might think. If it's something that they believe cannot be done, then you would probably need to take public transportation or some other form of getting around. If it's level 2, which is a more moderate type of autism, I think that one you should be able to drive normally. Again, I would also suggest on that one getting the opinion of a professional. And if you have level 1, most likely you are able to drive normally without any assistance at all. Let me share with you some of my own experiences as somebody autistic and somebody that normally drives around. I wanted to explain what I go through when I have to drive and the struggles and difficulties I experience during driving. So number one, the first thing I normally have to deal with is fixations on small things. Let's say a little noise. I'm sitting over there, I'm driving, and all of a sudden I hear tick, 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 tick. To some people, that might not be anything. That might just be a normal random noise that occurs when driving. For me, I fixate on that and I can't let it go. It's not done on purpose, it just happens. Number two, I would say, are distractions. For example, I'm very observant of speed limits and I try to drive and obey all the traffic laws and everything else. So when I am driving and I notice somebody speeding, somebody cutting in and out, that can actually frustrate me a lot because to me, that's somebody doing something wrong and they shouldn't be on the road doing that. Now, I had to learn how to cope with this by learning that unfortunately there isn't anything I can do, so why sweat something that I have no control over, so to speak. Number three is following the same routine. If I learn a path to get to somewhere, I need to follow that same path every single time. Having somebody tell me to go a different way, having to use a GPS, going about a way that I'm not really familiar with, can really trigger a lot of autism anxiety. And what I mean is, for example, similar to fear of the unknown. I'm taking a path I don't know. I don't know what the driving conditions are. I don't know how people drive on this road. I don't know the full ins and outs of this route between point A and point B, and that drives a lot of stress. So basically what I explained falls into categories of different symptoms of autism. For example, fixation, also distractions, and also fear of change. Three things that most autistic people can relate to, and three of the things that I wanted to show as an example of difficulties that can occur for somebody who's autistic in driving. Now, of course, everybody's different. I mean, you could be autistic and you're looking at me thinking to yourself, what is this guy talking about? And that's completely fine, I understand. I was just talking more in a high level general sense, trying to explain some things that I find to be most common with autism and things that I relate to myself as somebody autistic with a driver's license. All this is part of the psychology and how the autistic brain works. And if you're interested in knowing more about the autism thought process, click on this video right here. This video gives you a general overview of what goes on in the autistic brain and also shows you my thought process and how I think about different things. And as always, thanks for watching.